Shaw sweeps in, the kick is there! It's Manchester United who draw first blood, and Casemiro, the man in the middle of the celebrations, is the scorer. It is the 63rd League Cup final, the 50th played at Wembley, and Manchester United started out on the left. We did wonder just how this Manchester United side would line up. Weghorst got it through, Rashford's ball across, rolls it into the path of Almiron. St Maximin trying to weave a way through, Guimaraes on the scene. It was Fred who was aiming to break it up and has ended up paying a personal cost.
He did really well there, Fred. That man was running hard into the box.
Here's St Maximin trying to take on Dalot, who stretches and reaches it. And by Fred, here's Weghorst. And still! Here's Trippier, and Wilson was suddenly free. Anthony. Dalot pulls it across, Weghorst was in there lurking again, but it's way through to Marcus Rashford. Anthony hits one. Joe Linton managed to get there to feed St Maximin. Immediate switch out towards Almiron, but Luke Shaw in the way. Almiron. Trippier with the ball across.
And the atmosphere was very similar, but the Newcastle team didn't turn up that day. They were really poor and disappointing. Quite surprised.
Pulled into a dangerous area. It's St Maximin, lovely feed from him. Pushed away by De Gea, and Guimaraes can't keep it down.
Well, that's got the Newcastle fans up at the other end of this stadium. First time.
Shaw sweeps in, the kick is there! It's Manchester United who draw first blood, and Casemiro, the man in the middle of the celebrations, is the scorer.
Highlights. Is he just offside? We'll have a look at that. But as it comes in, Casemiro, he's done it before, but he is really, really close. That could just be off. And Newcastle may breathe a huge sigh of relief. Let's have a look. So difficult. Those lines are.
And they can celebrate it all over again. An expensive investment from Erik ten Hag, but one that has more than proven its worth.
Well, he's the glue in this team. Could be a yard or two too high.
Oh, it's deflected and in! And Manchester United really have got a grip of it now, with a goal from a player at the peak of his powers. Marcus Rashford forces the deflection, which carries it over Loris Karius. Manchester United really in control now.
Well, Weghorst gets the celebratory cuddle from Rashford. It's just a long kick forward. Weghorst makes half a nuisance of himself, and the ball's just moving around. Casemiro in there.
Trippier rolls it into the path of Miguel Almiron. It's Trippier's cross, and the header is away from goal, but it was a chance for Newcastle to. Joe Linton. Casemiro. And it's about Weghorst who's been released. He's got Rashford up there with him, but goes for it himself. And the best moment of the match just behind Callum Wilson, but it's Manchester United going through with Marcus Rashford, and Fred tries to play. Rashford looking for Fred, who got into the middle again. Botman with the clearance. Now Anthony looks to place one, and that is straight at Loris Karius.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself.
With a bit of time and space, he started well.
Here he is again, Isak. It's a great tackle from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which is a real strength of his game. Weghorst, he had two over there. Now Guimaraes. Almiron rolls it into the path of Trippier. It's a decent ball in. Rashford escapes from Trippier, not from Guimaraes. This is Bruno Fernandes. Lines up the shot. Isak sets off. Botman's given him plenty of work to do. For Guimaraes. Tries to dance away through, but surrounded. Burn wouldn't break for him either. Fred. Reading the same script then.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Here's Alan Saint-Maximin. Burn has burst forward. Saint-Maximin trying to do as much as he can. Here's Saint-Maximin. Well, Wan-Bissaka's perfect. It's Joe Linton with the shots. It's back to Callum Wilson. And there's another one. Looking for that clear sight of goal. Trippier's kick is a deep one. Cher gets up to try and get it back. Here's Fernandes. Looking for Luke Shaw. Trippier though. Joe Linton. Guimaraes works it through to Trippier! And De Gea got a crucial touch because Callum Wilson's eyes were lighting up then. Flag was up anyway as it turned out against Trippier. Take advantage.
Yeah, that threat's going to increase with Rashford there.
It's Luke Shaw. Tabitha wins the tackle and plays it through to Marcus Rashford. And Rashford goes for goal. Comes back off Karius, but there's no one there to take advantage.
Yeah, that threat's going to increase with Rashford there.
It's Luke Shaw. Guimaraes. Launched by Botman with the intention of setting Alan Saint-Maximin away, and David De Gea might be needed to set Manchester United away, and Fernandes has got Rashford ahead of him, but it's opening up for himself. Looks for Rashford, and there's a dive. This is Trippier. Murphy. Here's Isak. Burn trying to drive it across, tries to feed Rashford, forced him wider than he wanted to be. Sancho, Wan-Bissaka comes onto it. Rashford clears the danger for now. Here's Jacob Murphy, hits a long ranger, and good time to show us his speciality. And the flicked header is pushed away. And Bruno Fernandes is on the surge. Could set up Sancho, he could go alone. Karius denies him.
Yeah, it's game over anyway right now. Bruno Fernandes got his head in his hands, but he's going to be a winner today.
Fernandes has taken the kick, aim for the corner. 9 months into his reign, Erik ten Hag has his first trophy as Manchester United manager.